the Uncensored Truth Podcast with your brother Old God and Sandman. Going in today, kicking off the week on your Monday. Everybody listening on YouTube, as always, please hit that like button and make sure that you share this video with at least one person. All right, man, this next story, Sandman, I'm sure you seen it at some point, earlier, today. The Game who we knew has an album, that's going to be releasing very, very shortly, has been no stranger to controversy, actually came straight at Joe Budden's neck. You know what I mean? And a lot of people saying this is a low blow. And here's what he said on IG. He said, at Joe Budden, he actually added him. He said, "You can't sue nobody for discovering before you. ChristopherColumbusHeadAssNigga. India was there first." He goes on to say, "I turn you into an on-air personality, nigga. Enjoy retirement." Quavo voice. Now he's referring to pretty much saying that he slept with, Joe Budden's wife first. He hit it first and whatnot. And this is the Game style, though, Sandman. Before you go in, I see your eyes over there. He already said that everybody is on limits when it's beef, and anybody can get it. He already said it with Meek Mill. When Meek Mill was going with Nicki Minaj, he said how he wanted to give Nicki's pulls. He said a lot of shit. So this is the Game right here. Well, let me play Joe Budden's response, man, so you can go in a little bit more, because it's very spirited and very passionate. Here's Joe Budden, courtesy of the Joe Budden Podcast.
Don't fucking talk to me, no nigga named Jason. You talking about my girl with a girl name? Watch your fucking mouth, man. I feel bad for niggas like that because I understand. Unfortunately, today, real good MCs have to do shit like that because real good MCing ain't really getting it done. And I never thought about how ice fucking cold Game was until. And let me just say, I think that's trash. I'm stopping that in 2019. I'm done saying how cold or trash niggas are while I'm not gonna rap. I ain't gonna do nothing but talk. But in talking, I never thought about Game because Game don't come to me. Game is ice.
All right, man. So that's Joe Budden's, going in. You can watch his full podcast to get the rest of the rant, there. First of all, man, I want to see a battle. Wax. Put it on Wax. Joe Budden said he ain't even going there. The Game says, "Enjoy your retirement, pussy." Sandman, what do you think about the Game? Once again, your second thought on the Game disrespecting. This is the lowest thing you can actually do. One of the lowest things you can actually say about a dude. Does it matter? What do you think about this?
This is that's a two-part question. I got you.
Yeah.
Game. This reminds me of the comment section. And when somebody's trying to grab your attention, and they'll throw out whatever they want at you just to grab your attention, and you can either respond or not respond and let it completely go away, act like you never saw it, or you can respond and throw more fuel on the fire. And the immediate reaction right away when somebody wants attention is very quickly when they respond to your response. They're waiting for it. Game was waiting for this. He was waiting to hear something. He was waiting to get a response from Joe. The second he got the response, then he immediately fires back. Some childish shit some more. Right. It's continuing to be childish. Now, you're in an industry where everybody slept with fucking everybody. Let's just keep it 100. This person slept with this person slept with this person. So there could be a ton of motherfuckers making diss records or albums about who they slept with. It's kind of whack to do, especially in this day and age. You ain't do it. You're not talking about right here, right now. You're talking about years ago. On top of the fact that some of these women have grown and evolved and happen to have children and have to have husbands. Do you want to go back and talk about what your girl happened to do?
I mean, but it's still like it's one of those things where it's like, damn, the nigga had your girl. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think it's definitely he crossed the line there, disrespectful. Yeah. But then again, it's like you don't owe him no respect. He feels like, I mean, they beefed in the past. It's been a long time ago, but he felt like, it's promotion time. This is what the Game does, when it's time to put out an album to get, like I was saying in the pre-production, what better than go at one of the top podcasts, personalities, in the world right now to get him to go on and give you fire now. Now you just gave him the promotion that you wanted by responding even more, that he wanted, by responding even more for his album. I mean, the same thing with the Meek Mill beef.
What grown man, what demographic is this grown man going for? Because what grown man is going to listen to that song and have any respect for it?
Well, I mean,
The kids are gonna laugh.
I mean, you know, we're gonna listen to it too.
18-year-old.
We're gonna listen to it.
Everybody gonna listen for it.
I mean, I have respect for that Meek Mill diss that he did a couple years ago.
When was that?
A couple years.
How?
I forget the name of it, but he did a couple of them. Yeah.
He talked about Nicki, talked about girls.
He talked about a few things in there.
He's been talking about girls and shit. He's been doing that since 2002. When are you gonna evolve?
He can rap though.
So can Lil Wayne. When are you gonna evolve?
But he can rap, and he made. I mean, in the battle, I don't know. Joe Budden wants to go there.
Game's one of the greatest rappers of our era.
Yeah, he can rap.
One of the greatest rappers of our era. He put the West back on the map when the West was kind of seemingly falling off. Game was somebody that grabbed that torch and took it off, and then Kendrick grabbed it and revitalized the West. You see Nipsey Hussle now, YG. There's a ton of West Coast artists out there doing a damn thing for the Bay. Game has a big part of that. Game can spit. We all know. We remember the 100 bars and running, 300 bars and running with the classic beats with G Unit and Joe Budden and Meek Mill.
He bodied Meek.
He can rap. He can spit. He can do this. But when the gimmicks are done, and it just comes down to the bars, is it that you ran out of good bars? Why are you talking about other people's ladies now? Why go this route?
I mean,
you can spit. You dope. You ain't respecting this song, man.
Right.
Are you gonna make
I mean, but this is what we say we want, though. Like we say we want.
We don't want this.
We
shit.
say we want. You know,
this,
we want the beast. I mean, this is. I mean, a lot of rappers will tell you, man. There's really no lines that cross any line, especially when it comes to the woman. That's wide open game.
That's when it gets personal.
Now, what's
personal between these two? I'm gonna give you a prime example. Tory Lanez, right? People can joke about him and say how he's corny and all this stuff, laugh about his hairline, whatever. But what he's doing now is great for hip hop. You giving healthy competition back to the game. Look, here's my gauntlet. Go ahead and take it. I'm the best rapper out here. Let's go ahead and spit. 24 hours. You got time to respond. If you don't, you're whack. I won next. He ain't going at nobody's girl too crazy. He ain't got to talk about who he fucked 2 or 3 years ago or this or that. Why Game at 36 years old? Are you doing this?
It worked, though. One thing we have to give him credit for is it worked. Everybody's talking about it now. And I guarantee you that's going to maybe a slight boost in, you know, his streams or whatnot when he releases. And people going to want to hear that song. You know what I mean?
I can't honestly say I listen to it. I don't have much care to listen to that. I want to hear fucking bars. I want to hear
he's going to have bars. You know he's going to have some bars.
I don't want to hear you gossiping about no female at 36 years old.
So, all right. So,
I don't want to hear that.
If a dude was your enemy and you got to his girl before him, you want to use that in this song against him?
10 years later? For what? What Joe do? What Joe do to you now? Other than be the #1 person in the podcast right now and somebody that you can go and leech off of for views. What did he do to you?
Well, he's crazy.
I'm not sitting here vouching for Joe and that shit like that. But let's just keep it 100. What did Kanye even do to you? For you to talk about Kim right now? What did he do? You know that's going to get you attention because Kanye's wild ass name is everywhere. So go ahead, I'll fucking word. Let me go ahead and write a rap about that and get on Kanye too. Oh, yeah, word. I've talked about Joe, blah, blah, blah. Even though, they had their beef. That shit's old.
Man, tell Joe to get in the booth and spit some bars.
He ain't doing it.
Why not?
Because he's making more money talking about it on the podcast.
Just get in there and the fucking 2-3 minute song. That's nothing.
I ain't telling Joe shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just saying.
Do what you want.
Yeah, I mean, this is hip hop. So, the game's going to, it is what it is, man. Definitely disrespectful. I think he crossed the line. And, that kind of is what it is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Grown men don't do that kind of shit.
Yeah, man, definitely. But you're tuned into the Uncensored Truth Podcast with your brother, Old God and Sam, man. Going in today on this Monday, everybody that's listening to this podcast on YouTube, as always, I need your participation. Go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with at least one person for me. All right, the news came out, man, yesterday that 21 Savage, man, this was crazy,
man,
was actually a UK or United Kingdom, citizen. Now today, everybody were kind of, wondering, if it was true, if there was a mix up, what a Daily Mail online published a story and they actually published 21 Savage's birth certificate. And it does confirm that 21 Savage was born at Newham Hospital in East London. And they said that he lived in England 12 years before moving to Atlanta. Now, the big controversy about this whole story is that pretty much he was convicted of a crime, in this country, I think about 2014, and pretty much has overstayed his visa. So right now ICE locked him up and they're trying to hold him and deport him. The last we heard, his lawyer now is fighting vigorously to try to pretty much saying that it's not his fault, to get him out. Obviously, he just is busy. He's making money. He's one of the top rappers out of the South. So very unfortunate situation. I personally, like you said in pre-production, had no idea.